Get out your popcorn and take a seat. It's story time. What's up, VIPs? Derek here, back with another video where it's all about helping you discover life after sight loss. On this channel, we do product reviews, life advice, encouragement, how-tos, and so much more. So if that all sounds good to you, consider smashing that subscribe button so you don't miss another single video. And if you're new to the channel, you can find all kinds of great information about me, the channel, and more by visiting lifeaftersightloss.com. There you'll find blog posts, my podcast, Life After Sight Loss Radio, and so much more. Go ahead and visit lifeaftersightloss.com. Hey, today we got a story for you guys. Pull up your seat on the circle and get ready for some story time. Recently, I did a podcast episode about embarrassment and how it can sort of mess with your mind. And I've got a link to that episode in the description box below. And on that podcast, I shared a few stories of embarrassment from my own life. And so I thought I'd share one of those stories here on the channel just to kind of give you an idea what the podcast episode is about. Plus, maybe make you feel better the next time you go through something that's a bit embarrassing as well. So let's hop in the DeLorean, turn our time circuits on, and go back to the year 2002. Now, I had just lost my sight about 6 or 8 months before this. I had my guide dog at this time, and this was my first semester in college. Now, bear in mind, this was everybody else's second semester that I graduated high school with. So my first semester, I was very lonely. Obviously, I was going through a bit of that sadness after losing my sight and wondering what my life was gonna be like. You understand that if you've lost your sight. Here I was, lonely, in a dorm room, by myself. The dog was not great conversation, and again, I had all this stuff in my room, so I was alone. So there was this one gal who was a great friend to me during that time, and very helpful, very encouraging, and would drag me out of that room every once in a while. Well, one such event, we decided to go down to the cafeteria. Now, at this cafeteria, like a lot of them on college campuses, you got the tray, you put your food on there, and you carried the tray to your seat. Now, the problem was I was down one hand because I had my dog. Well, this particular time, I needed to carry the tray with both hands. So I looped the leash over my wrist and carried my tray. Now, if you don't have a guide dog, you've never seen one, they have a leash and a harness. I got mine at Leader Dogs, which I'll put a link to Leader Dogs in the description below. Great place, I've talked about them before. It's got a leash which connects to the dog and then comes around and connects again to itself, so it's got a big loop. So I put that over my wrist and was walking along. Well, apparently there was something on the floor that looked very interesting to my dog. Food, something that looked like food. It was food related, I'm sure. And at one point as I'm walking, he takes a dive to the floor, and so goes my tray with him because my hand is connected by this loop and my hand goes down and so goes my tray. And again, I'm trying to counter with this one, but it's just not working. My tray, some of it falls off, the drink falls off, the people I'm with have to help me clean it up. It's a huge mess. There I am in the middle of the cafeteria and I'm just like so embarrassed. I'm mortified. I'm telling myself, see, this is why you don't go out because things like this happen. And my dog, who, by the way, was an amazing dog. I loved him. He was fantastic. He was sort of a big reminder of sight loss to me, and there he was causing me problems. Now again, it's not the dog's fault. He's a dog, he wanted food, no problem. But I was so mad. I was like, oh, and I just couldn't believe it. And I ended up eating whatever I had left, and my friend got me more drink. And then when I went back up, it was just like, gosh, this is why I'm not gonna do this. And I don't wanna go back out and have this happen again. But that friend kept pushing me to go out and do things and keep going. And I still, was timid or whatever, but I still kept doing things because I realized that those kinds of moments are going to happen. And I wanted to let you know that if this story sounds familiar to you, maybe the dog sounds familiar, maybe just being embarrassed because of something happened because of vision loss, hey, we all go through it from time to time. And it's perfectly okay that you feel embarrassed. And actually, it's really okay that you go through that range of emotions. Sadness, anger, loneliness, depression, because a lot of times when we get embarrassed, we go through like 15 emotions in 15 seconds. And so it's perfectly okay. So I encourage you, go listen to my podcast episode. Again, link in the description below, because I give more stories and I give some information on what you can do in those moments that, well, we all feel embarrassed from time to time. Hey, my question for you today is this: what's an embarrassing time that you've had? And how do you deal with embarrassment? We all go through it. Put your comments down below and let's share together how we not only feel when we're embarrassed, but how we overcome in those situations. Let me know in the comments below. And hey, if you liked this video, if you found it encouraging, make sure to give it a big thumbs up share it with somebody that you know, and smash that subscribe button so you don't miss another single video. And until next time, remember that sight loss isn't the end, it's just the beginning. My name's Derek Daniel from lifeaftersightloss.com, and I'll see you in the next one.